The electromagnetic chuck lifted the rusty scrap iron and guided it into the collection bin along the slide. The collection bin then transferred the scrap iron to the furnace. Once the furnace gate was opened, the scrap iron was poured in. Under the high temperature of the stove, the scrap iron melted into molten iron, which would later be used to manufacture valves. Meanwhile, on the other side, as the mold opened, a wax model was formed and placed into another mold, which was then sent to the casting workshop. In the casting workshop, machines merged the upper and lower molds while workers poured the molten iron from the furnace into a ladle. The ladle was then transferred to the casting platform, where the molten iron, at a temperature of about 1,400 degrees Fahrenheit, was carefully and steadily poured into the mold. These steps were all completed on a massive production line. After pouring, the mold was moved along the production line to a vibration platform, which was opened to reveal the valve body. The valve body was then sent to the grinding workshop for finishing. First, workers removed the sprue from the valve body and placed it on a machining table for trimming. On an integrated production line, holes were drilled into the valve body, which would later be used to connect to other pipes. Next, the inner wall of the valve body was honed in a process known as steel boring. This step ensured a smooth interior surface, allowing fluid to flow easily. After processing, the valve body was cleaned in a washing machine and sent to the assembly workshop. There, the valve core was assembled with the valve body, and an automated multi-axis screwing machine tightened multiple bolts at once. After tightening, a hand wheel was installed on the valve, which was then sent to the painting workshop to be coated with rust-proof paint. Finally, a complete valve was ready. What do you think? Are valves made from recycled scrap iron durable?